Hey guys, welcome back to Doom Productions, home of the No Budget Film School, where we show you how to make movies for no money at all. Today we want to talk about what you should be spending your money on when you are starting a production that has no real budget to it.
There's lots of things that you think you should spend money on, but in actuality, you don't really need to spend that much money at all. First one being a camera. You don't need to buy a new camera. Just use the camera you have. Or if you don't have a camera at all, just use your cell phone.
Something else you might think you need, but in reality you probably shouldn't spend money on, is a lighting kit. If you haven't practiced much with lights in the past, spending a ton of money on a setup that's really nice is not going to make you better at lighting. What is going to make you better is practicing with the lights that you already have around you.
Another thing you don't need to buy is an expensive microphone. Now, you do need a microphone to make your movie, but it doesn't have to be super expensive. You can get a good shotgun mic or a lav mic for under $100 on Amazon or wherever you get those. But if you don't have money for that, just use your cell phone again and dub the whole movie with that.
Should you be spending money on locations this early on? No, you should not. Locations you are getting should be absolutely free of cost. That means parks, that means your house, that means apartments, whatever it takes to get free locations. If you're wondering about how you can get locations or need some more ideas, click the link right here to check out our video on getting free locations. It'll give you some ideas on locations you can get for free.
Another thing you should not be spending money on is music. There's lots of royalty-free music sites. There's lots of artists who create work that you can use for free in your videos. Use those instead. Don't pay for anything. You can also create the music yourself if you have access to GarageBand or any music software that you have. Or if you're putting your music on YouTube for free, just use copyright music. It actually doesn't make that much of a difference. It's fine. They're not going to care.
Something you might think you need to spend a ton of money on is editing software, but you don't. You absolutely do not need to spend hundreds of dollars a year just to edit your movies. Instead, find free softwares out there. If you have an Apple computer, you have iMovie. If you have a Windows, you have Movie Maker. If you don't want to use those, there are plenty of other software options out there, such as HitFilm, DaVinci Resolve, and tons others that I'm not even mentioning here. There are always more options to edit your movie.
There are only two things that you absolutely need to spend money on as a no-budget filmmaker. The first one is food. Food is great. Food keeps your cast and crew happy, keeps them healthy, keeps them on their feet, gives them energy, and it's a great way at compensating your actors, because I'm assuming since you're a no-budget filmmaker, you're just using family and friends. Now, I'm not saying don't pay your cast and actors. If you can, great. But it's also a nice way to show your appreciation for the hard work that they're putting in for your movie.
And lastly, what might be one of the most important things you will spend your money on for your production is the defining element of your movie.
What is the defining element of a movie?
That is what you, the viewer right now, should be asking yourself. What is the thing that your movie cannot survive without? If it's a zombie movie, you probably want zombies in it. So that means you're going to need makeup, blood, effects that are going to make those zombies convincing. If you're doing a science fiction movie, there's a device that your character uses throughout it. You want to put your money into making that device work for your film. You have to ask yourself right now, what can my movie not survive without? And then put some money into that, because you owe it to yourself to make your movie right. And one thing might stand out as the most important part. So make sure you invest into it. And you don't need to spend money on this defining thing. If you want to use a cool couch that you have in your house, use that. If you have a cool book stand, if you have a cool little prop, whatever it is, use that. You don't need to spend money on this thing if you don't want to. But it is a good idea to put some of this money in your budget towards that thing if you think it will make your movie a little bit better.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you learned something today. If you have any questions about no-budget filmmaking, leave a comment down below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.